Well, Arsenal have dropped a Timber announcement teaser on their website, and funny enough, they've gone ahead to delete it. Like they did on Kai Havertz, they've gone ahead to really hint onto his announcement. Though we told you yesterday that it's going to be announced, it was not possible because Sky Sports had really wrecked that news that is going to be announced yesterday. But it looks like today might be that one day where Arsenal would love to sign or announce Julian Timber as their second official signing of the summer. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where you're watching us from, I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Let's see close to 400 likes smash on this video, and don't forget to subscribe so that we hit 20,000 subscribers onto this channel. We are talking Nicolas Pepe, totally out of Mikel Arteta plans, and we're going to discuss what next for Nicolas Pepe and what is Arsenal planning for him, because there are options: either terminating the contract that they've always gone ahead to do before, or sell him on a chip, or loan him again, depending on the situations they are going to set for the player, as the loan of Nice never worked out. And lastly, we are really discussing a very huge story coming in from Jacobs Ben of a very huge bid coming in through from Hilal for the Manchester Magnifico, that is for the Man City Magnifico, that is Riyad Mahrez, and hope you guys are really waiting to see and hear what exactly is happening that side. Now today, Arsenal went onto their website, and you know where they really put what we call the player segment, and obviously where they used to buy these jerseys, and obviously this is where the media is all put up, especially the photos, and Julian Timber was there, and this was the photo that appeared onto the website of Arsenal of Julian Timber. That is the photo, and it looked like Timber's image is now on the Arsenal Direct link, and obviously that was really how it was put up there for you. And 30 minutes later, after getting to know and posting about it, and people visiting the link and screenshots saturating all over social media, it was taken off the website of Arsenal. That means it was just hid, it was archived, but I think it's going to be really brought back into the public eye when the announcement is made as soon as possible. So that is coming in from Julian Timber and Arsenal. But why is Arsenal doing this? Arsenal fans have been for the last 1.5 weeks on Twitter with hashtags trending, announce Timber, announce Declan Rice. Though very many Arsenal fans want Declan Rice to be announced, but Arsenal have found it inevitable from not really announcing one of those players as up, because the pressure is piling up onto their side a lot. Now they've gone ahead to at least cool down the pressure by obviously throwing into this, because they know that when Rokani sees this, he's going to come onto his YouTube channel and obviously do it. When Kosi sees this, he'll go on his YouTube channel and obviously do it. AFTV the same, and all other platforms. And before it hits YouTube, just know it's all over Twitter and it's vibrant. Looks like Arsenal have gone ahead to throw into a teaser that the announcement of Julian Timber is today, and we keeping our eyes since yesterday onto the page of Arsenal, website of Arsenal, to see when Julian Timber is obviously going to be announced. And there is one of the credible Arsenal guys, he's known as Team News X. This guy is really a very reputable fly on the wall for the Arsenal news, and he has gone ahead and really told us the following about Julian Timber: that Arsenal had initially planned to give new signing Julian Timber minutes against Newburgh tomorrow, hinting an announcement could be made today. So when you look at what is happening, Arsenal is really trying to have a plan on the announcement of these players. And I think what might be really hindering these announcements, especially for Julian Timber, the image rights tend to obviously log on. And this happens especially if at all Arsenal doesn't have a lot of players whose image rights are really under the same company that the incoming player is signed to. These players sell their image rights to very many different companies altogether, and image rights differ from kit sponsorships, right? image rights are all about the face, the photos, and the entire player. So they happen to be belonging to someone else, and those negotiations tend to log on these deals, and I think for Julian Timber it might be the case. But today Arsenal might announce the player, and they had planned that he would take part in the game of Nuremberg in Germany. And that means if they're announcing today, that means he has already gone ahead to fly to Nuremberg, because on Sunday he had to fly back to London and then start training at London Colney, or else join his teammates down in Germany. But I see a lot of sense in what Tim and Dax is going to hit. Tim and Tips is going to let us know about this deal, because if Arsenal announce Julian Timber today, they'll obviously put photos and videos of him in Nuremberg, and that will really hit the social media awash, and Arsenal will benefit what they want. But it looks like the announcement is imminent. From yesterday, we are waiting, but it looks like there are things that have gone ahead to obviously hold up this announcement. But right now, Arsenal has just gone ahead to put up his photo on their website, and they went ahead and obviously deleted it from there. But all in all, we want to let you know that this deal is going to be announced, and it's a done deal. But that of Declan Rice really has some issues. That's why you've not seen it being announced or even a leak onto the website of Arsenal. So after that Julian Timber announcement hit, let's talk about Nicola Pepe. Football London, obviously they're having very many links to the club of Arsenal. They've confirmed to us that Nicola Pepe is not part of Mikel Arteta's plan this season, and the club are willing to terminate his contract if they're unable to receive a fee. And to my surprise, I've not seen Nicola Pepe in any of the photos or videos of Arsenal training in Nuremberg. Has any of you spotted Nicola Pepe? I've not really spotted him, meaning that he's part of those players that Mikel Arteta left behind at London Colney, like the Patinos of this world, that he doesn't even want to be part of his team, as he's really preparing to get himself ready for the new season at the Emirates and that big game against Manchester City. Now, what does this mean? What does it mean for Nicola Pepe? That means Pepe should find a life elsewhere. And I really anticipate that we must see a shock transfer move from Aston Villa for Nicola Pepe, because Unai Emery was a believer of this player, and by the time he instructed Arsenal to go ahead and obviously spend £73 million on this player, then it was really very meaningful to him, and it looked like he had found the answer to the question of the right attacking side position of Arsenal, because he used to play Bukayo Saka as a left back and as a left attacking midfielder. It's Mikel Arteta that shifts Bukayo Saka to the right attacking side of the midfield. That is it. So Nicola Pepe might get suitors, but for Arsenal, they're even ready to terminate his contract and obviously pay him out and see him leave the club in peace. And that's what reputable clubs do if at all they feel like a player is not needed. Pepe, by the time they signed him from Lille, he was a hot asset. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, Arsenal, we are topping the list of teams that we are interested into the player. But I think because of his interest in Arsenal, as I think no Premier League team was going to hate to see very many African teams thrive at their club than Arsenal, I think he decided to come out and obviously tell Nicola Pepe, to tell Arsenal that I've chosen you over the other teams that I wanted to really sign me up. So that is how Nicola Pepe ended up at Arsenal under Unai Emery. Under Unai Emery, he was really having, his trajectory was really in its ascendancy, because he was just 21 years of age, and we expected that with that astronomical fee put onto his head, so he had a lot of pressure onto him to prove to people that he's the most expensive ever player signed by Arsenal by then, before Arsenal brought in Declan Rice, and it affected his trajectory a little bit. But when Mikel Arteta came in through the half season of 2019-2020, he played very well. even the season of 2020-2021, he played very well, but all fell apart in the season of 2021-2022, where Arteta in a certain game brought him on as a substitute, and in the next 7 minutes he took him off the field of play, and that's how they really broke up and loaned him to Nice. The loan never worked out because even Nice never wanted to retain him. So it looks like Nicola Pepe is just 26, 25 years of age, but it looks like no top tier team is interested in signing the player. So as it stands, it's all about Nicola Pepe coming in through and obviously putting in the shift as required for the club. And Arsenal are really willing to terminate the contract or even cash in for him. But which club is going to cash in for him? We are waiting to see who that is gonna be for now. So that is it for Nicola Pepe, and let's sum it up with this story coming in from Riyad Mahrez. Jacob's Ben has gone ahead to confirm to us that looks like Riyad Mahrez wants out of City, and it's a very, very disturbing time for Pep Guardiola. And he has told us that, understand, Al Ahly will push this week to try to sign Riyad Mahrez. Nothing agreed yet with Manchester City, but Al Hilal view the next few days as decisive. Talks with Riyad Mahrez started in June. He has been well aware of the offer for almost a month. Now, when you look at Riyad Mahrez, he's one of those players that is really talented and exciting. So, as it stands right now, Riyad Mahrez has gone ahead to really call it ends at Man City because he's 32, 33 years of age, and City cannot offer him the amount of money that he wants, yet Al Hilal can, and him being a Muslim and a superstar who has been really playing at what we call a world-class level for the previous 6 years, ever since he joined Man City from Leicester City. I really understand how much he's on demand on that Arab world side, that is Riyad Mahrez. So Man City is pushing hard to see that they keep the player, and the player also wants to leave. And this is the hardest time that Pep Guardiola will ever have. Last year, he had already brought in Julian Alves and Erling Haaland, and he lost two forwards, that is Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus, and it was okay for him. He lost Zinchenko, he brought in Sergio, the left back, and then he brought in Akanji to fix up that, and obviously Calvin Phillips came in through latest. But this time around, he has lost Ilkay Gundogan, right? He has brought in Kovacic. Then Bernardo Silva has an offer from Saudi Arabia of close to 120 million euros per year, and Bernardo Silva is also being tempted to leaving City. Now, Riyad Mahrez is another one who also wants to leave City. So, he might lose two other midfielders who were really so much concrete onto his build-up at Man City. And I think he should try to find solutions for this earlier. That's why he's being linked to Gabriel Veiga, and Frenkie de Jong from Barcelona. So we wait and see how that is going to pan out. But we might see a player who has been at City for the last 6 years, Riyad Mahrez, leaving that side and obviously going to Saudi Arabia as they are pushing to see this happening. So guys, your thoughts on to Julian Timber announcement teaser dropped by Arsenal on their website are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Nicola Pepe? Would you keep him at Arsenal, or you would terminate his contract, or find someone to buy him? And if at all you feel like they're going to cash in for him, which team is willing to really pay the price to obviously sign him up? And lastly, what are your thoughts about Riyad Mahrez to Al Hilal? Interest is really accelerating, and Man City might lose another formidable player of the Pep Guardiola era. I sign out for now. See you later as I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God bless you abundantly. Ciao, ciao is what I'm telling you last.